Alright, welcome back to the Amorous. Sorry about the last episode. Um, I couldn't figure out a way to pause or save, so I figured out a way to save it to the right moment. Anyways, Seth, the feline cat. Well then, where else might you have gone if you had the option, ignoring cost, location, or any of that? Let's go with somewhere quiet. I tend to be a little more retained, so I probably would have gone somewhere a little quieter, a Liberty Museum or something like that. Somewhere I can hear my own thoughts. A smile twitched at the edges of his mouth as he scribbled into his notebook. He tapped the eraser against the page before looking back up at me thoughtfully. That's my thought, by the way. Feeling a bit out of your element too, then. I can certainly understand that feeling, but it's always good to break out of your comfort zone. He seemed to be more rather thrilled with his pronoun integrity. He looked up back from his notebook with, damn it. So being that we are in this club and you already experienced curiosity as to why I'm here, what do you like about this club? Relaxing, drinking, socializing. I mean, when I'm feeling mopey or just have too much time, I like to find other people to be around. Conversation, laughs, bartender between friends, batter between friends really helps to perk me up, back up. He looked a little surprised, jolting down a few extra lines in his note. Is he taking notes about me? Is that what's happening here? I suppose I should be flattered you've directed your attention to just me, then is actually commonly don't enjoy engaging for me for extended periods of time. So we just establish where you want to be and why you want to be there. But big question is, who do you want to be with? What kind of person would you be looking for at this club? I get the feeling that this is a somewhat pointed question. I almost get the feeling that there is something more going on here than a simple research. Yeah, he's researching something, alright. He's researching that. He his grin, placed a hand on his chest, and mocked. Certainly he was enjoying this intimidating game of 20 questions. Someone handsome, someone interesting, someone bold. You. I want to go with you. Let's do it. To be honest, you about exploring the club at first, but you definitely caught my eye. There's a reason I'm here and not in the pool or down on the dance floor, and that's because you intrigued me. He sniffled a whole new shade of red as I smiled from the stool to him after he looked away and scribbled down a notebook or two before looking back up and clearing his throat to hide his shy responses. Well, it's always nice to be noticed, though I'm not usually the type of person to stand out physically. I mean, I wasn't sure what was more adorable, his attempts to cover up his embarrassment, or the light shade of pink showing through his snowy white cheeks. Oh, yeah, it is. Nice animation, by the way. Also, one more question that I really should find Cody and figure out what his plan has done for the rest of the night. I suppose I've been praying pretty heavily. That said, you have been very interesting character study, to say the least. It's rare I actually get interact with someone. I hoped I was more than just a intellectual diversion. Is that not the case? I didn't mean it like that. Oh. It's been interesting talking to you. I've been here for a couple of hours so already, and you're the first person who stopped to talk about that didn't want to take a drink order. Take a drink order. I smiled at the on the bar. He was awfully cute when he did the first. Yeah, god damn it. So what's the last question? He has the glancing at his notebook if a second before scribbling something in Marin's. As he looked back up, I could see his cheeks were still quite flushed. I was heading out to the library tomorrow to do some research for a story, and there was a reading I was thinking of going to. Could I convince you to come along? Sure, why the hell not? I mean, where are we going to? By the way, there's 9 dateable characters in this, so I guess I'll be doing all of them. But, you know. Alright, so let's do sure. And I should have said... Okay, sorry. I should have said this was the video from before. And the warning sexual content thing. And yeah. But I was distracted, as you can clearly see. I'd love to. What time? Really, I mean, great. The reading is a little before noon, but I'll be there early. Let me give you my number so you can call and let me know when you get there. Abute. He tore off a page in a notebook, abundantly, and leaving a snippet of property and passed it to me. Thanks. I'll be nice to have someone else there. It's always a little awkward to go alone. Sounds like a date, then. I suppose it is. Oh, this is a dating sim. Well, dating sim or whatever. I'll need to go back and be sure to call you soon and make sure to save up the seat. Okay. After going through his things, he shot me another adorable smile and strolled off towards the door. I folded up the paper and slipped it into my pocket. Well, I never thought one of the videos of my channel was gonna be about a dating sim, but here we are. Alright, so what now? I guess I go find my brother. Oh, no, she's not locked off, but who cares? Oh, wait, what? Where's the pool at then? Oh, it's over here? These guys are all smoking and stuff. Well, the fuck did I walk in on? The fuck is that thing? Does this turn into a strip club? Why is there so many places to go? Oh, here's the pool. There's literally only one person to talk to here. Fuck it. Aimed all splashing and bolting of already clothed pool patrons, and the bunny girl waiting to one side seemed to be all by herself and scanning the crowd with coy interest. Noticed pool parties with pretty legendary. There weren't many places you could go after dark and drink and dance and take a dip. Many of the club goers didn't mind the excuse to rock up to the club and show a swimmer. And club's tales of changing and could even make fucking shit. A pretty cute, a curious girl with the outfit that showed off her full figure perfectly. Meh. Jesus Christ. I had a swimmer under her with a towel by her side, but hadn't worked up the nerve to strip down with the boat. Her glasses only added to the time, tamed with eyed and the client. She seemed a little more mature than some of the other people at part-times, maybe a little older. A cute looking girl. How could I resist? Introduce yourself. Ask who she's looking for. Wait, I get her attention. I'm not sure for me. Leave. How do we get the other guy? Yeah, no. It's not feeling her. That's a terrible thing. Sam is not feeling her. But yeah. What the hell? Well. Where are you? Heading over to grab a drink from the machine. I've noticed that one of the bouncers chatting up a fairly erotic customer. They seem to be having a good time. The smaller male wiggling his hips to side, eyeing the large dragon with eyes that suggested all sorts of mischievous. Perhaps this man had a chance to meet some new people, like Chubby suggested. I want to watch the scene unfold. I figured it might be smart to see what these two were up to before sliding into their private conversation. I approached the vending machine and leaned against it nonchalantly, acting like I was thinking about getting something to snack on. It took the atmosphere of roses to both of the club and the situation in general. There was something oddly relaxing about being up here, away from the press of the crowded dance floor. There's a reason most people came out at these places. I could imagine myself chilling in the booth downstairs rather than freaking out trying to dance and show off. I felt more at home with that idea before long. I couldn't help but overhear the conversation next to me. Huh, is that so? Why, Rose, you don't do this every weekend. What's in for me this time? What's in it for you? Well, how about this? Oh God. The small Evan leaned up and hand on dragon, swishing his hips. Whole time he whispered into his ear as the large male leaned down, a grin lightening his griff features. A few more moments later, now that was a winning smile, even if the smaller guy were clearly invoked some from the intimate way they touched when he whispered. Oh God. Before I realized the security guard had turned to me, he had that wide grin still on his sudden features, the teeth glistening in the bright light of the club. I caught a glance of his name tag, Zeethy. The other guy in the tight shorts strolled beside him, a foxy glint in his eyes. Well. I don't think I've seen you around here before. And trust me, I would have noticed someone as cute as you. Well, shit. Well, shit, that just, that took a turn for the... That took a turn. Turns compliments playfully. Yeah, I will, but I gotta go, because the time is up. hell of a moment till my time would be up. Sorry, I fucking can't get this shit